I'm Michael, and this is Carelifornia. And this afternoon, after weeks of hinting and whispering and tiptoeing around the obvious choice, presidential candidate Joe Biden announced that he would be choosing Senator Kamala Harris from California as his running mate for the 2020 election. Kamala Harris, a former competitor for the position of president, is slated to be the first Black and first Asian American woman to be in a general election for the position of vice president, and only the fourth woman to be on the presidential ticket so far. So today we're going to go over presidential candidate Joe Biden's choice to have Kamala Harris as his VP and what it could mean for Americans moving forward. Now this is your 5-minute nightly dose, so let's make this quick. But before we do that, if you like this information, if you find it interesting, if you find it helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. Over the last month or so, the Biden campaign has been teasing about who they would choose to run as his vice president in the 2020 election. They had a relatively large group of candidates who ranged from Susan Rice to Elizabeth Warren, and all of the potential running mates that were being considered were women. This is both an obvious but previously unconventional approach to the position of second in command. It's obvious because America is a diverse country, and having leaders who are also diverse, as well as let's call them traditional type leaders, working together is a very popular and powerful notion for younger voters, as well as more experienced liberal and centrist voters. But also having a traditional candidate, and let's face it, it doesn't get much more traditional than Joe Biden, also brings a familiarity that many longtime voters will feel much more comfortable with. Like when they came out with vanilla ice cream with caramel and whiskey swirls. It's the comfort of knowing that you like vanilla ice cream, but also just a little bit of something extra, just in case it's what has always been missing. So needless to say, in today's America, running for a Democratic ticket, Kamala Harris as the VP to complement Joe Biden as the president seems to be strangely the obvious choice, even though from a historical standards, it's a very unorthodox team. This is not to say that there wasn't a lot of very good and equally qualified prospective VPs that have the necessary experience that Biden could have chosen to run with. There was Susan Rice, who was the former ambassador to the United Nations, as well as national security advisor to President Obama. Tammy Duckworth, who was an Army veteran and a senator to Illinois, as well as Elizabeth Warren, who also ran against Biden to be president and has a long history of progressive leanings while serving as a senator to Massachusetts. But choosing Harris is an easy choice because she has all the experience, the recognition, and the vigor that Biden seems to lack. Additionally, she ticks some of the important boxes of the type of person that Biden needs to make him a more well-rounded and electable candidate. Of course, this doesn't mean that Harris doesn't come with her own set of baggage. As a district attorney, she has a full record of being tough on crime. And that comes with benefits and disadvantages when it comes to increasing Biden's electability over Trump, especially in a time frame where having anything to do with law enforcement comes under increased scrutiny from Democratic voters. Additionally, the critiques that she lobbed at Biden during the primaries when she was his competitor can and will be used against her and Biden in the general election. But to what effect, we'll just have to wait and see. Overall, I think this matchup of Biden and Harris is historic. It's the first time a female woman of color is able to step on stage as a candidate for the second highest office in the country, and in line for the first if necessary. Moreover, the team feels like the embodiment of the Democratic Party has been going for the last few years. Yes, there are some strong left polling elements in the Democratic Party right now, and undoubtedly these elements have tugged the party a little bit to the left, but they also represent a changing America, a land of mixed races, ages, and backgrounds. I guess besides all the imagery of diverse presidential docket that Biden and Harris make, the biggest question is, can they win? Can they both work together to charm the masses and win back some of those voters that were lost to Trump and sway swing states back to their sides? The good thing about all of this is at least we won't have to wait that long, because as of today, we got 83 days and counting until the election. This has been your 5-minute nightly dose, and I hope that you found it interesting or helpful or at least useful. And if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. Also, we here at Carelifornia, we know health insurance. So if you have any questions about your health insurance, leave those down below. We'll be happy to make a new video or a new post as soon as we can. Now, other than that, I am Michael, and this is Carelifornia, wishing you a happy, healthy day.